Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CINCILINGUA membership program live class. It's always great to have you with me for the live classes, and I hope everybody out there is looking forward to the live class that we're about to begin. My name is Todd, and I am here in Cincinnati, Ohio, of the United States of America. And I'm very much looking forward to our discussion topic that we are going to begin here very soon. And as you can see, we are going to be discussing food. Yes, that's right. We're going to be discussing food. Everybody likes food, right? We all eat and we all like to eat. So let's get into this and start talking about food. All right. Food. Here we go. Look at all that delicious food in front of us here. All right. Well, my first question for all of you out there, what is your favorite food? What is your favorite food? Looks like on there, looks like you have a nice piece of steak there with some pasta. Yeah, all right. Well, what is my favorite food? I don't know. I have a lot of favorite foods, I think. Well, I think maybe for dinner, maybe my favorite food would be salmon. I'm a seafood lover. I like seafood. So I like salmon, I think is probably my favorite fish. But I also like shrimp. Of course, I like lobster. I don't eat much lobster because that's a delicacy here in the United States, but I do like it. I like crab meat. So yeah, I would say for like dinner, I like salmon. I'll just say salmon and other kind of seafood. Um, but yeah, I'll leave it there. What about you? What is your favorite food? Maybe you like a lot of people here in the United States, including myself, we like, for example, Italian food. Pizza is a great food, very popular here in the United States and other places. But what about you? What is your favorite food? Maybe you like sweet foods, some kind of a dessert or something like that. What is your favorite food? All right. Let's see. Number two, is there anything that you can't stand to eat? Is there anything that you can't stand to eat that you just do not like at all? You just cannot eat it. Here we have Brussels sprouts in our picture. A lot of people, they don't like Brussels sprouts. I actually like Brussels sprouts. I think they're delicious, but you have to cook them well. They really have to be well done to get like a sweeter taste out of them. If not, they taste kind of sour, bitter. They have a bitter taste. But if you cook them well, they have a sweeter taste, and I like them actually. But a lot of people they can't stand Brussels sprouts. Is there any food that you can't stand to eat? I'm trying to think now. I don't think there are many foods. Maybe not any food. Well, yeah, I can think of maybe some uh, pretty strange foods. For example, I have heard that in some countries, maybe in the Middle East and other places, where they eat monkey brains. Now, I have never eaten monkey brains, but I can tell you I cannot see a situation where I would ever eat a monkey brain. No, that would just be something that I would not do. But yeah, I can't really think of any food that I absolutely cannot stand. I like vegetables. I like all kinds of vegetables, and a lot of people they don't like their vegetables, but I like vegetables. So yeah. What about you? Is there anything, any kind of a food that you just cannot stand to eat? Oh, I will say I don't like really, really spicy foods. It's not that I don't like the taste. It's just I cannot. I can't eat really, really spicy foods. It burns my mouth, burns my tongue. So anything with a lot of heavy spice, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. So I'll put that there for me. I can't stand to eat really spicy foods. I no. What about you? Is there anything that you can't stand to eat? Do you like to cook? Why? Why not? Me? No, I don't like to cook. Not really. I don't cook much. I make eggs. Okay, I make scrambled eggs almost every day. They're easy to make, and I enjoy making them when I make them. Um, but otherwise, I'm a microwave magician. I love my microwave. Um, but one thing I do not like to do, and that is to do dishes. I don't like doing dishes, so I make it a point not to use a lot of dishes. And so I when or if I do cook, yeah, it's okay. I just don't like cleaning up. Scrambled eggs, they're easy to make. They clean up. I can clean those up very quickly. I can clean up the dishes, do the dishes very quickly, no problem. But what about you? Do you like to cook? Why? Why not? Why not? All right. Assuming that you do like to cook, what is your favorite meal to prepare? What is your favorite meal to prepare? You like to prepare like a nice turkey dinner there. You see the turkey there. Do you like to do things like that? Maybe you like to grill out. Maybe you're a magician on the grill. You like to grill steak, or maybe you like to grill chicken or hamburgers or hot dogs. Do you like that? Me? Yeah, well, my favorite meal to prepare is scrambled eggs. Okay. Easy, easy, and no problem there. Maybe I'll make a salad or some kind of a vegetable. Easy, easy, easy. I like uh easy cooking and easy cleanup. That's me. What about you? What is your favorite meal to prepare? Do you prefer to eat out or at home? Why? Do you prefer to eat out at a restaurant or do you prefer to eat at home? Why? Well, I like to eat out with friends. Okay. I never eat out by myself. Okay. I will never go to a restaurant by myself. But I like to eat out with friends, with two, three, maybe four more friends. That's enjoyable. I enjoy that. But most of the time, I eat at home. Um, Eating out here in the United States is not economical, especially since the pandemic. Before the pandemic, you could go to a nice restaurant and have a nice meal for a reasonable price. Now, not so much. Now it's very difficult to have a good meal at a good price. But I do enjoy eating out. It's nice to go to a restaurant with friends uh, occasionally. But what about you? Do you prefer to eat out or at home? And why? What's the reason for your preference there? Where do you buy food? Where do you buy food? Yeah, well, typically people here, we buy food at, we say the supermarket. We buy food at the supermarket, also called a grocery store. But we can also buy food um, like at convenience stores, some pharmacies, places like Walmart. Uh, Target has different kinds of food. So retail places, some of the larger retail places, they have uh, some foods, some of your most common kind of foods. They don't have the variety or the selection that a supermarket or a grocery store does. But um, yeah, so I buy food from a supermarket usually, usually. But what about you? Where do you buy food? Where do you buy food? You have a garden. Ah, do you have a garden? Now I don't have a garden, but when I was a child, I had a garden. My grandparents were gardeners. They enjoyed gardening. And yeah, so I learned a lot from them when I was a child. They taught me how to garden. And so I had a garden, and in that garden I had tomatoes, and I had spinach, and I had pumpkins also. I had pumpkins and carrots. I had carrots, and I had what else? I had potatoes. Sometimes I had potatoes. Even had watermelon. Um, some, and had corn on the or had corn. Yeah, corn. And so yeah, I really enjoyed it when I was a child. It was a good hobby, a good hobby. But I don't have a garden now. I haven't had a garden for many years, but I I do I I really did enjoy it when I did have a garden. What about you? Do you have a garden? Or have you ever had a garden? And if so, do you enjoy gardening? Do you enjoy taking care of your garden? Yeah, number 8. What was your favorite meal when you were a child? And do you still like it today? What was your favorite meal when you were a child? Hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, no doubt here for me. My favorite meal when I was a child was lasagna. Both of my grandmothers, my mother's mother and my father's mother, they made excellent lasagna. But especially, I think my father's mother made the best lasagna, and it was absolutely delicious. So that was my favorite meal when I was a child. And I still like lasagna. I don't eat it often now, but I do like lasagna. Um, Unfortunately, my grandmother is no longer with us here, and so I haven't had my grandmother's lasagna for decades. But yes, I still like lasagna. But what about you? What was your favorite meal when you were a child? And do you still like it today? Do you still like it today? What types of restaurants do you like? What kinds of restaurants do you like? It looks like here we have a pizzeria, an Italian restaurant. Yeah, well, me, I like Italian restaurants. A lot of people here in the United States like Italian food. And yeah, those we say those are delicious looking thin crust pizzas there. So I like Italian restaurants. I also like seafood restaurants. I like seafood, so I like seafood restaurants. I like Italian restaurants. Occasionally, I like, for example, Indian cuisine. I like Indian food. Occasionally, I like Chinese food. Occasionally, but yeah, those are the kind of restaurants I like. What about you? What kinds or what types of restaurants do you like? What are your favorite types of restaurants? Which foods do you eat on special occasions? Which foods do you eat on special occasions like holidays, birthdays, um, special occasions? Yeah, well, here in the United States, we have a holiday. We call it Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day is always in November on a Thursday, and the classic dish, the classic Thanksgiving main dish or main entree is turkey. Turkey. So everybody eats turkey on Thanksgiving Day, and everybody eats too much turkey on Thanksgiving Day. So, and we also eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving Day, and we eat too much pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving Day. And we eat stuffing, what we call stuffing. It's like a bread product with different kind of spices and butter mixed in there. And we eat too much stuffing on Thanksgiving Day. So these are special foods that we eat on special occasions. A lot of people will also eat turkey on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. They will on Christmas Eve sometimes eat ham. Ham is a very popular food for Christmas Eve dinner as well. But what about you? What or which foods do you eat on special occasions, holidays and birthdays and special days like that? What do you eat? All right. Has the cost of groceries gone up in your country in the last 3 years? Has the cost of groceries risen, gone up in your country in the last 3 years? Well, I anticipate the answer here. Um, Definitely in this country, in the United States of America, yes, the cost of groceries has gone up, and they have, we say, soared. They have soared. They have blown up and soared. Inflation has not been kind to the groceries and to those of us who eat food. The cost of groceries has really increased since the pandemic. But and I expect that you will say yes to this question, but maybe I'm wrong. Has the cost of groceries gone up in your country in the last 3 years? How often do you buy groceries? How often? How frequently do you buy groceries? Yeah, actually, I just ordered groceries. I usually have my groceries delivered now. That's another thing since the pandemic, a lot of delivery services. So, since the pandemic, I've been fortunate. I can order my groceries and have them delivered to my apartment, which is very convenient for me. I usually order groceries every 2 or 3 weeks. I just ordered them today, as a matter of fact. I'm expecting a delivery here within the next few hours. So, yeah, but me, usually every 2 or 3 weeks. Depends. What about you? How often do you buy groceries? Number three, do you ever buy food from a farmer's market? If so, what do you buy? Yeah, we have a market here in Cincinnati, Ohio. We call it Finley Market. It's downtown Cincinnati. It's like a historic center here in Cincinnati, and I would say it's like a farmer's market. There's a lot of food, especially produce that you can buy outside, but then they have an inner area, an inner market place where you can buy different kinds of foods. You can buy meats and cheeses, and you can purchase dessert kind of foods, sweet foods in there. So I don't visit Findlay Market very often now, but yeah, occasionally I will buy food from Findlay Market. What about you? Do you buy food from a farmer's market? And if so, what do you buy? What do you buy? If I go, I usually buy produce, fruits and vegetables, things like that. Maybe cheese. Number four, how often do you eat at restaurants and what type of restaurants do you go to? Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I don't eat at restaurants very often now because they're pricey. It's not they're not very economical these days. But there is a place I really like to go. It's called the Asian Buffet. The Asian Buffet, you get good food. You can eat as much as you want because it's a buffet, and the price is very reasonable. It's the price there is very reasonable, so I enjoy going there with a couple of friends or a few friends, and we can eat a lot of food. And like I said, at a reasonable price. So I'm all for that. So, what about you? How often do you eat at restaurants and what type of restaurants do you go to? Are there any foods that you never eat? If so, give a few examples. Are there any foods that you never eat? If so, give a few examples. Yeah, well, one, I never eat hot dogs. I never eat hot dogs. Now I will eat other kind of smoked sausages. I will eat what they call mets. I will eat what they call brats, which are smoked sausages, and I will eat sausage but I don't eat hot dogs. And I guess it's because I watched a documentary years ago about how hot dogs are made and what is in them. And I said, no, I can't eat those anymore. No, no, no. So I haven't eaten hot dogs for years. But other foods that I cannot eat are just really, really spicy foods. I mentioned that earlier. I cannot eat really spicy foods. I also will not eat um yeah, I won't eat like strange foods. Like my father in the past, he used to eat pig's feet. He used to like pig's feet. No, I will not eat something like that. I just won't. No, no, no. Pig's feet sounds does not sound um good to me. But and there are probably some kinds of organ meats that I won't eat. I won't eat like chicken heart. No, I will eat chicken liver. I like chicken liver actually, and I like liver. I like beef liver, and I like some kind of organ meats, gizzards. They called gizzards, but kidneys. I probably would not eat kidneys, hearts. No, not interested. What about you? Are there any foods that you never eat, and if so, give a few examples. Do you like to eat at buffet style restaurants? Why or why not? Yeah, actually, I just mentioned the Asian buffet here in Cincinnati. I think it's a great restaurant. The selection is wonderful. The food is really high quality, and the price is right. The price is right. So, yeah, I'm all about that. A buffet style restaurant. If the price is reasonable, the food is good, the selection is good. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's go to a buffet. How about it? What about you? Do you like to eat at buffet restaurants, places where you can eat as much as you want, you pay a certain amount and then you can just eat anything you want that is out there for you to that is out on display for you? Do you like that? Why or why not? Hey, everybody. It's been fun. Always great to talk about food, right? We all like food. So I want to thank you all again for attending the CINCILINGUA membership live class. I want to thank you all also just for being members of our CINCILINGUA membership program. It's great to have our members. And I want to just recommend that you of course, continue to attend the live classes. And also just check out all the classes that are available in the library. We are adding to that library regularly. So frequent that library, visit it regularly, find something you like, review some old information, learn some new things, and check those out. So yeah, keep in touch and just visit the program frequently. Make really get the biggest return on your investment that you possibly can. Stay immersed in the language and practice, practice, practice. So on that, everybody, again, my name is Todd, and I am here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'll be looking forward to seeing you all again next time, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful remainder of your day. Bye-bye.